So I was really hoping to see Toph go in this week, and we didn't get that. We didn't get that. And I'm not discounting that it won't happen anymore, so I'm not too upset. And the episode as a whole was actually very interesting, and I like the development progression we got, so I'm not upset. I'm not upset. It's just been like 2 weeks of build-up to me thinking that I'm gonna get to see Toph beast everyone. And I still haven't gotten it, man. I still haven't gotten it. So forgive me if I'm not as hype as I normally am in these reviews, but still, this episode of Korra was really good in terms of Korra finally overcoming her demons, facing Zaheer, getting to see Zaheer again. That made me happy, and he's not that on that bald, shaved head tip, which made him look utterly disgusting. He looks like he did when we first met him, like a beast with the long hair, the beard, and whatnot. See him levitating in his cell, and I like that he's changed in a way, and that he, realizes the greater danger that is Kuvira, despite him having had his own goals that he wanted to achieve. He still really wants, order within the world, as we've always seen in his, revolutionary tendencies. So for him, Kuvira is just as much a problem as it is for everyone else. So he's willing to help Korra pass her mental block and make it back into the spirit world, which was really, really dope to see. That scene was amazing. At first when they're like, Zaheer's chained up in the mountains in prison and whatnot, and Korra was going to see her, I was like, are you serious? I knew Zaheer was in prison, right? But when I think about it, like, there's certain individuals that you just gotta put down. Like, Zaheer murdered the Earth Queen. That doesn't constitute the death penalty. Like, I'm sorry, but he's a dangerous criminal that was locked up for like 15 some odd years before, and he broke out. Even though you got these crazy fortifications, these dual wall prisons with some, rising, even with that, like, and he's chained up and everything, I still won't see him, being forever imprisoned in there. And yeah, there's no time that we'll ever see Zaheer break out again or anything like that, because, the season's almost over, the series is almost over. But I'm just saying, a dangerous criminal like Zaheer can't really just imprison him like that. But it's great that he was there, that he was willing to help Korra. I just really like that scene with him being like, you have to push through, you have to face this. Like, and she's like, no, I've lost control. And he's like, no, you haven't. And, basically, like, she believes her power is limited. And he's like, no, it's limitless. Honestly, that poison was supposed to kill you. And look at you, you made it completely back. From where she was at the end of the last season, confined to the wheelchair, couldn't move, had no power, to where she's gotten now. And now finally having broken through that last, ghost of Avatar's past that was haunting her. Yeah, Korra's back. Korra is officially back. It took the entire season, like I thought, honestly, to really get her fully back. But she's back. And now shit is about to go down. You see the spirit vines attacking everyone in this episode, going haywire, basically because, Kuvira is messing with their shit. They're messing with the banyan tree, and all of that. So, of course, the spirit world is going to react to that. And it was hilarious seeing Ryu at the beginning of this episode and his parents and whatnot, because that was one of the funnier scenes for me in Season 3 when they were recruiting airbenders, when, like, the scene between Ryu and his mother and her trying to get him the fuck out of there, I just found it hilarious. So seeing them back and that whole dynamic was pretty interesting. The biggest thing in this episode, aside from the whole Korra finally breaking through and, talking with Zaheer and everything, was seeing how the relationship between Opal and Bolin is, like, the state that it's in at this point. You see Bolin and Varric make it back to Republic City, reveal to everybody that Kuvira is making these spirit vine weapons. And the whole dynamic of what the officials want to do. You have Prince Wu there just providing the straight up comic relief, like, with these retarded ideas, telling them to send Kuvira, pretend like they're sending her to a resort and then in prison. I was like, Prince Wu. Like, when Korra was like, yo, you invited him here and not me? Like, she said it twice. I was like, yeah, honestly, like, why would you have Prince Wu? Yes, he is the leader that you want to implant to power, but he's a fucking idiot, though. Like, he's funny. I love the dude right now, but he's an idiot. Like, there's no practical advice he can offer at this war council. And I like seeing Tenzin is annoying at times, because Tenzin is all about this airbender peace philosophy, so he's never really trying to take the offensive. Of course, Sue is trying to take the offensive. And we see the new Fire Lord, Izumi, I believe her name is, or something like that, and she's just like, based on the history of the Fire Nation and everything like that, she's like, I'm not getting my nation involved in pointless squabbles. Like, we're just gonna stick on the defensive until they do something to provoke us. And I kind of agree with her mentality, although by not taking the offensive against Kuvira right now, I'm just waiting to be attacked, by letting her finalize her plans and waiting to be attacked. That's why I'm so happy that Opal, Beifong, and Bolin are about to go in. And seeing the dynamic between Bolin and Opal this chapter, and how she just can't forgive him until like the very end when he, you know, basically reaffirms his feelings for her. And I see how that dynamic works, because she told him many a time at the beginning of the season he was just blindly following Kuvira. Yes, he deserves forgiveness. Yeah, he was gullible. He called himself an idiot a lot, which I was just like, Bolin, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, honestly, don't. You thought you were doing what you thought was right, like Mako said. But, yo, he was gullible. He was tricked like a fool. And it's going to take some work to get yourself back against Dantic. So I understand why Opal needs him to prove himself to her once more. And he can easily do that with this rescue mission that they're about to go on. And the way that Beifong and Opal are talking about this whole, you know, rescue the family, this is a family problem, that is where I envision Toph coming back into the picture right now. Because we have, yeah, they're all up in the swamp right now. And I know that Toph will appear. She has to. That's her domain. So she's going to appear and be like, what the fuck are you doing touching my shit? And it's going to go down. But I feel as though we're going to get that in the context with, you know, Toph reuniting with her daughters and Opal and everything like that, and having it all, like, this whole family reunion, even though there's going to be an epic battle against Kuvira. So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing. I want this rescue mission to entail Toph mixing into the picture, Toph going in against Kuvira, because I know that's what I really want to see. I really, really want to see that, and I know a lot of other people want to see Toph go in. So that's how I'm hoping it gets integrated in the next episode. We only have a handful, three more episodes left, I believe. Yeah, 3 more episodes, I think, if it's 12-episode season like always. So things are about to come to a head. Things are about to come to a conclusion. Korra is ready to be. She has finally, you know, recommuned with Rava. Everything is good. She can utilize abilities in the spirit realm. I just really like the progression in this episode. I really, really like the progression in this episode. You got Asami and Varric reconciling their differences to work together to solve the problem. Just a lot of progression, a lot of relationship and that relationship dynamics that we've seen explored, whether they've been going good or badly throughout the entire series, like coming to a head. Mako being with Korra this entire episode and helping her through everything. Like I said, I don't think at this point, especially with the recap episode, that we're going to see Mako as Korra again, but we may see it in some sort of epilogue. Who knows? Who knows? I'm still hoping, because I actually really like that relationship. I really do like it. So let me know your thoughts. Are we going to see Toph go in next week? Are we finally going to get that? I've been waiting for 3 weeks to see Toph go in, and it still hasn't happened, man. When I realized it wasn't going to happen at the beginning of this episode, I saw how it was progressing. I was like, it's not going to happen, is it? And I was kind of sad, I was kind of dejected, but the episode proved to be good. The progression proved to be good, so epic episode nonetheless in terms of progressing everything and getting Korra past her mental block, seeing Zaheer again looking like a boss. I kind of forced Zaheer because he went out like a sore loser. He went out like a little bitch at the end, whining and complaining, to the point where Bolin actually literally had to put his sock in the man's mouth. Like, I was annoyed. But it seems as though, like, he's still, like, a beast. And he's not, like, the way that he engaged with Korra shows me that he's not on that sore loser status. Like, he understands what needs to be done, and he still hasn't, you know, lost himself or lost his goals or his ambition. You see him just floating there, levitating the prison. It's like, yo, Zaheer. When I saw him, I was like, Zaheer, damn, beast. But let me know your thoughts on the episode. Will we see Toph go in next week? And how you think the rest of the season is going to play out. That's pretty much it. I'm out.